There, welcome to my channel. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Thank you for being here regardless. This month go around, which will be targeted toward around February 10th through March 10th. I'm reading according to likes from last month, so you can check my community page for the order. This is Cancer Leo, and I'm reading a relationship reading, no matter who you're thinking about. It's your person on your mind. You may not even be in a relationship with them yet. It could be somebody at work, family, friend, business, romantic, crush, hopeful person, group of people, but it's a relationship energy. And your likes help the channel. I don't have other channels that I'm, cross pollinating with. Really just work on YouTube right now. And it's a side venture for me. So I try to post when I can and be consistent and be there for viewers. So your liking and sharing really helps me. And at some point I may open up to personal readings, but at the moment I'm not. So you never know. That could change. That could change when I hit 7,000. We'll see. So anyhow, this is for the energies of Cancer Leo. Let's see where you are. February 10, to March 10. And we are kind of approaching into this Mercury retrograde. So interesting. I read this first round in the upright. You're in the energy of the star. You see your person in the energy of the 8 of discs. You feel about them the 8 of cups. Okay, interesting. They're in the energy of the lovers. They see you as the 3 of cups. We're going to clarify a bunch too. They feel about you the sun. Wow. Wowza. Your joint energy is the Queen of Pentacles, Cancer Leo, which is a really nice, harmonizing, nurturing energy, productive energy. The challenge, however, is the 5 of Swords. Advice is the Page of Wands. Potential outcome is the 2 of Cups. Amazing. And the bottom of the deck, an overarching energy, is the Magician. So the ability to create, manifest, communicate, make something special out of something. Under the deck, next is the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so we'll get to clarifying all of this. Okay, I also can't help but say that this is a really strong connection. The sun is here, the lovers is here, the star is here, the 2 of Cups is here, which is angelically and spiritually guided, and the Magician has that infinity sign and is a spiritually guided sign as well, at least to me. So interesting that you feel 8 of Cups for your person. Why do you feel like potentially walking away from this? Some of you who this reading is for is questioning whether or not it's time to walk away. There's been fights and struggles for sure. You have to follow your passion, it looks like, but your person is feeling like either a decision needs to be made or they just know how they feel about you. Let's see. So you're in the star energy, this feeling of healing, the feeling of, maybe for some of you seeking your dreams, really, really setting a course on what will make you emotionally happy. And are you emotionally happy? Are you getting what you need from this relationship? You're in the star, you're releasing a period of feeling hurt or hurt, rejected, betrayed. You're releasing that feeling and you're coming to your senses and wanting to make a decision because 2 of Swords in the upright is not making a decision. When it's the reversed, you really actually do want to make a decision. You're having a realization. You might be taking the blindfold off or unfolding your arms from guarding your heart. So you might be getting past this bad betrayal, either with this other person or with a different relationship, and you want healing. You're really ready for healing and making a healthy decision for you. You see your person as working hard at something. Maybe they're very entrenched in their work, and that might have had an impact on you. You see them as that they have either been very emotional or not sharing their emotion, and maybe they have resentment. Maybe they feel that they can't. There's been a period where they haven't seen the positivity in the relationship. They haven't seen the 2 cups behind the man who spilled his 3 cups. So they might have been overly dramatic about that, and this isn't working, and they don't see it. They haven't felt as positive, or they've been questioning it. They went through a period of questioning it, maybe more than you did, so it rocked your confidence a little bit. But for some reason, you see them as having that they've kind of not offered the emotions, not offered the offer, and you see them as maybe doing that as, I think, a defense mechanism. I think that you see that as them defending themselves. Whatever has occurred with the 2 of you, despite some of this positivity, you feel like you're questioning if you should walk away. Is it really meeting your dreams and happiness? Is it meeting your wishes for the future? You're, having felt burdened by this relationship. You're releasing that. You want to release that. You want to release the burden of whatever's burdening you around this relationship, and seek your happiness, to seek your fulfillment, healing, your wish come true. We started out by saying that the star might be about wanting you to realize your wishes. And the issue is you might walk away because you're deciding that this is not realizing your wish. 9 of Cups in the reverse. Your person is in the energy of the Lovers. Why is that? I think they're holding on to something positive nonetheless. They're trying to avoid a bad breakup or a bad change, or what they would perceive as a big change in their environment. They want to be nurtured. They want to be loved. They like the lightness, fun. They like, aspects of your connection for sure. They may feel like they have a decision coming around this. They see you as someone who is their sense of joy. I think they see you as a sense of joy, a familiar go-to, that you're somebody they can celebrate with. Let me see if that's seeing you celebrating or that they can. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. They see you as having the potential to be a really giving and nurturing person, and the Empress is up here. But they don't want that to end necessarily. They might have seen you recently kind of shut that off a bit with them. Despite all that, they feel this perennial lightness and connection to you, but there's a not building together. Some words might have been said. There's some things that are left in the dark. I'm not sure that aligns. They have the Sun here and they have the Sun here. So they may tend to have a youthful outlook about this, where they don't want to think about the tough stuff. They don't want to think about the problems. It feels like too much for them. They might get overwhelmed by that. So this idea of not building together, they would love to kind of come in and settle it, because they're kind of trying to avoid the tower. They're trying to avoid the fear. They feel about you positivity, and they would love to keep that going. They would just love to keep, if they could stay in positivity, if you guys would just go to the beach and eat, sandwiches and have a bottle of wine, they would love that. If they could just do that all day long and only think about those things, this person would be like, okay. But something happened here. There's a mutual energy still of, should we build and should we nurture this and everything, because there's been a split or a broken heart, and somebody wasn't really willing to work on it at one point, or there was an injustice. So there's a challenge to this energy of building together in this harmonious Queen of Pentacles. There would need to be a build and a rebuild, because also the challenge is the 5 of Swords. The literal challenge is the 5 of Swords. The undercurrent is you might be able to manifest something here. The potential outcome is 2 of Cups. But the challenge here is the 5 of Swords. And somebody did a win-lose and I win, you lose, walk away, maybe through a little bit of an adult tantrum. rocked the partnership, lovers upside down, victory upside down with the Six of Wands. So something did happen. You had words or an argument, or there's been a series of issues with this relationship that is threatening its stability. The advice for you is to find your spark again, find your own, come inside out with your own passion, cut the crap, reflect, release yourself from any self-torture about this. Get to the heart of the matter, Queen of Swords. Reflect on this and get to the heart of the matter, but while you're at it, release any self-imposed mental anguish that you're creating for yourself. It seems to be that you have control over some of that. So do the things that make you feel better. Potential outcome is the Two of Cups. I mean, is looking in each other's eyes. I love the look of this card. I mean, always feel a real soft spot for this card. In the Rider-Waite, especially. Somebody maybe not accepting an offer, but we have the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups on the Two of Cups. And creating an imbalance. So there's, at the heart of these two kind of topsy-turvy cards, we do have another Two of Cups. So both of you are a little bit ego-based. Both of you are a little bit worried about rejection, tipping the apple cart. There's an imbalance going on, could be. But at the heart of it, we have Two of Cups, Two of Cups. And then the undercurrent is building together and a chemical connection. Do we manifest together? Communication maybe has not been an issue in the past. Maybe it is now. Coming out of the cold, but being realistic. Last reading also had being realistic. Don't get overly nostalgized about what has gone on in the past. Take it for where it is now and move forward. Bring yourselves out of the cold. If there's been a blockage of communication, sometimes, I hate to say it, I don't know if the woman always has to reach out for that, but somebody needs to reach out. If you're the watcher and you want to make a difference here, you might need to fight for this relationship and just, if there's a blockage, you might want to give it one more reach out. Let's clarify this a little bit more. I'm going to read some Mystic Moon oracles for you. Take a few other cards from the Twin Flame messages. Looks like there could very well be a karmic connection on this one as well. Two for you, two for them. Cancer, Leo. Unawakened. You might have more introspection to do. And awakening. Fascinating. So if you spend more time with yourself, taking a pause, doing the things that help you ground yourself, Page of Wands, reconnect to your passion, to your core, you will become more awakened. It looks like this is a call to be more awakened, okay? You have an unawakened, becoming awakening. So that's the star for you. That's you in the space of the star, getting connected to your self-healing, to your vision, to your dreams. You know what? It's all about you for this period, Cancer, Leo, at least first, okay? You need to kind of examine that, because whatever you find will just make you more confident in your path. In that question of Eight of Cups, do you stay or do you go? In that question of, do we have what it takes to build? Queen of Pentacles and manifest, the Magician. It will be easier to determine that. It's always easier when we can slow down, tap our wisdom, tap the universe's wisdom, just kind of get to our heart. If you need to do heart chakra work, maybe try to see a Reiki person and have them help you get connected. For your person, family is important right now. And I don't know if you're their family or they have another family, but family and whatever message you think you're sending, good or bad, they've received it. I get the sense that it's a lot for them, and received has a hand up. And I always kind of think that's interesting oxymoron. I'm receiving, but I have my hand up like, I got it, I got this. And yet, what does that mean? It feels a bit defensive. I don't know. And there's forgiveness, either them to you or you to them, that is needed. Maybe both of you. Again, solitude, some time to reflect would be useful. for sure. Any other twin flame messages for this person? With all these Two of Cups, I think it's pretty apropos. I'm reading them for everybody anyway. I now know you're right, but I need to come to my own conclusions. So they're receiving the messages. They need to build it on forgiveness. I've looked you up online to see what you've been up to. So they're staying connected to you. So if you don't feel that there's a connection with them or that they're interested, they are. And also, why don't we pull another just general tarot card from Good Tarot? If there's a message we need to underscore, a message that we can underscore for Cancer, Leo during this time, February 10 to March 10. The Seven of Wands, the Seven of Fire. So that is an energy of defending what's rightfully yours, batting off distractions. Typically, you're at the top of the hill and you're actually accomplished a whole lot. How do you maintain where you've been and what you've gotten to in your life without slipping backward? So I think that, again, has to do with cultivating your own awareness, cultivating your own exploration, paying attention a lot to you and your own growth and what's going to heal you. Where are your aspirations? What do you really need? What's really best for you? Your person looks like they can just and need to figure out themselves. You need to figure out you a lot. First, I don't mean it like in a negative way. I just mean it'll be really useful for you. Oh my gosh, can't make this up. Awakening. I cannot make this up. Seriously? Unawakened, awakening. Okay, I got to read this message for you. Awakening is the realization that happens after your mind says, I have no idea who I am. I give up. The self begins to disappear. The world as you know it begins to fall apart. And darkness comes, nothing in sight. Night is followed by dawn, and you awaken to find glimpses of a greater reality, a new sense of wholeness, and that you are never separate. Okay, so this is definitely a leave it there moment because I don't think it gets any clearer than that. I hope you can take your pieces of messages from here and it's useful for you, Cancer, Leo. Please let me know, and I welcome you back to another reading coming your way. Thanks for being here, and take care.